Hey, this is Sebastian from socialanxietysolutions.com. I'm a former social anxiety disorder sufferer, social confidence coach, and I help people overcome social anxiety. I've been doing that for a long time, since 2009, and 2018, I ran my first ever social confidence community. 2020, during the start of the lockdown, I created a 30-day challenge, and after the 30-day challenge, I started a social confidence club, which is kind of like the social confidence community. And what we're doing in the social confidence club is every Wednesday I provide specific tapping lessons and psychology instruction and how your emotions work and how to be more effective in your tapping and specific steps to move forward on the journey from social anxiety to effortless social ease. And then on Fridays, we have a hangout. And on Sundays, we do a live coaching session where I take a specific volunteer and I coach that person and everyone taps along. And the other Sunday, we mix it up. I work with the whole group. So anyone who has issues, we'll bring them to the center of attention. We'll be doing tapping. It's very powerful, very cool. Aside from that, we have a forum where you can ask any questions and we have a live WhatsApp chat. So that's the Social Confidence Club. And Tina joined the Social Confidence Club in March.
No, I started challenge in March. Yeah, that's right.
Right.
30-day challenge.
Right. So then it was probably April that you joined.
Possibly. No, I think it took maybe first after maybe it was August.
Okay.
I had it over the summer. That's right. I was in holiday. Yeah, I remember.
For a while, at least. Let's just say that. We're recording this and it's the second week of January. Yep. And so it's been roughly 6 months. And I asked for a couple of members of the Social Confidence Club if they wanted to share their experience on video. And Tina is one of the people that said yes. So thank you very much for being here.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Okay. And I told you before we started this is going to be very informal, my usual informal style, but I've got a bunch of questions from the internet. We've got less than 25 minutes, so we're just going to run through them super fast. Okay. So first of all, what was your social anxiety experience before of discovering tapping and the 30-day challenge and Social Confidence Club before it all started?
And before I didn't know it was social anxiety. I had it more like anxiety because I'm a teacher and I go out every day and I teach and I go to meetings, but I have anxiety in a way which very much can use all the tools I've got from this work here with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And well, when you're in a social situation, how did you know that you have anxiety? What were like the physical symptoms, or what were the thoughts that you were having? Or
it was not when I was in social situations. Mm-hmm. It was more when I get triggered for other things, then I got anxiety.
Okay, like?
People's suddenly anger, people's changing behavior or changing appointment. That's mostly the thing. If I was so afraid if people would be angry at me. Yeah.
And what would happen if they were, or even if you thought that they were?
Yeah, I freeze, and my whole system locked down nearly. I couldn't feel myself. I became very tired. I became sad, and I was I remember if it keep going for a long time, because my consciousness didn't recognize it in the start, and when it keeps going on for a long time, then I got physically sick. Yeah.
Yeah, because you stayed in that experience for so long. You mean you
Yeah,
kept frozen for so
yeah,
long?
yeah.
Yeah. And how would you talk to yourself? Do you remember?
And for many years, I thought I was physically sick with flu, you know, the flu or something else. So I was just sick. But then, after the years went by, I start thinking this is not just physically sick. There's some more to it.
Mm,
And it took many years to come to this that I could speak with myself about it and speak with others about it.
mm.
Yeah, that's not what you mean.
Well, that's also interesting. I
Okay.
mean, like, did you beat yourself up about the anxiety, or were you worried about it, or were you scared of it, or?
I was worried that it would take too long for me to be fresh to come to work again because I
Mm,
was literally laying down 1 week at home and I didn't know what to do.
mm,
So I was afraid that it will never go away, and I was afraid I had to be laying there for good.
mm.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. And what was most difficult about the anxiety? Or what was most frustrating, or what was most difficult? What was most painful?
Uh, I think the freeze situation that I didn't have any tools, that I didn't have any permission to do anything about it. I was, yeah, I know maybe I was just this little child who didn't have any tools to do anything.
Mm,
That was the
yeah.
most frustrating, as I remember it, when I start getting more specific about it and more consciousness about it.
Mm, got it. Got it. And what were some of the things that you tried, if anything, to overcome it?
And for nearly 20 years ago, I started an education for a psychotherapist and all the tools there. And, it's like taking layers off for all those years. And what was your question again?
Yeah. What were some of the specific tools that you might have used to try to get rid of that freeze response?
I tried a lot of body therapy. I tried a lot of individual therapy and workshops with trauma release in Denmark and with therapists. So I tried a lot of things,
Mm,
But
mm.
and it took layers and layers and layers and layers away. And then I found you.
Okay, nice. Um, okay, well, then, so you did the 30-day challenge, and at the 30-day challenge, you decided to join the club. Was there any doubt about joining?
I think I took a new one, 30 days more challenge.
Oh, you did two challenges back
Yeah,
to back. Ah,
because you
yeah,
sent the two out there when the whole world
yeah,
were locked down there in the
yeah.
spring last year. Yeah, I had some, but I could feel it was just in my mind. I had some, what is this and what is he trying to do?
Mm,
But I could feel how much the challenge have helped me. So I was not. It was very little doubt because I can do it for 1 month. I thought, and then if it's not good, I will just leave it again.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
got it.
I really didn't know how much it would mean to me. I just tried it because I could feel the two challenges have made me so much better in this anxiety.
Mm, got it, got it. All right. Well, these questions that I have, they jump a little bit from one thing to the next. All right, so a little bridge. All right, so now we've talked about your experience prior to it. Now let's talk about the results that you've gotten. So what's the biggest benefit that you've gained as a result of the Social Confidence Club?
There can go days and weeks without I'm anxious now. So
Mm,
that must be the best. And the tools. And when I get triggered, as I do sometimes, I've learned so many things and use some more than others after how I feel that day.
Yeah, depending on how you feel is
Depending.
what kind
Yeah,
of technique you use.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. Great. How
And I'm just much more happy, and I'm just much more into life. And this, I don't care if people get angry at me, because it's not in the now, it's from back then. Yeah,
great.
yeah,
That's good. Some good results.
yeah.
Awesome. Has it been worth the money you've invested?
Absolutely.
Good.
And more worth than that. Can you say that in English?
Oh, it's clear enough. It's clear enough. And what was it a painful process?
To come to the club, or to what?
Sorry, to be a member of the club and work, and do the tapping and do these exercises and so on.
Sometimes it was painful, but that was my history. That was my pain. It was not the tools or the community. It was my pain and my travel along with that. And I release it every time.
Okay, good. Good. I asked those questions because some people are concerned about that, right? So I want to.
But I can remember in the spring, I suddenly had 5 or nearly 6 weeks without anxiety, and I was so happy, and also wrote it someplace.
Yeah.
And then after this period, it started to come small things up in a new level I have to look at, and I have to tap on, and release that way.
Yeah.
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 But then I had the experience, I can have it like this for many weeks, so I can be like that again, as without anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a matter of persistence. And so when anxiety is not there for 6 weeks, and then there's another thing that shows up, that's simply another piece of the puzzle, like a stone that has not been turned over.
Yeah.
And then you work through that, and then you actually get even more of a breakthrough.
Yeah. That's right.
I like what you say about, and I'm happier, because that's also what it does, because you're releasing stuff from the past that when you don't release it, your system uses energy to keep suppressing that.
Yeah.
And that energy costs you happy points, if you want to say it in a simple way. And by releasing that past crap, is happier.
Yeah. That's
That's
right.
a wonderful side
and more alive, more just alive.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, what specifically do you like the most about the Social Confidence Club, and why?
I specifically like most the webinars we have, the meetings, Friday and Sundays, sorry.
Why do you like those?
Because I think every time I release some more, because I'm tapping with the others or myself, the other, hvad hedder det, emner? Things coming up from the others.
Right.
Yeah. So it also, and you say sometimes you can just think of your own pattern, and it will also release. So it's very good. And also, I also like the WhatsApp now. It's new for me, but it's good sometimes just to know there's people here in the same boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The community.
Yeah.
Nice. What is another benefit that you have as a result of the Social Confidence Club?
Now I can share with others that I have had this anxiety from trauma from my childhood. It's not to everyone, I say it, but it's more natural for me now because I integrated it before I could get rid of it, or how do you say get rid of it? You know what I mean. So it's more. I just take it under my arm. I'm becoming more whole as the adult I am. This is my history, and I have this tool now, and now it's less, and it feels less and less and less and less.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Makes
it's
sense?
less, maybe, let me see if I understand it.
Yeah.
So what I hear you say is like, the problem is becoming a lot less, and I'm owning it. You know, I'm owning the fact that that was my past. I'm owning the fact that I had that problem, and I'm not embarrassed or ashamed of it, and I can talk about it without,
Yeah. That's right.
good.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very important part,
Yeah, it
because
is.
you know, so many people are very ashamed of it, embarrassed about it, try to hide it, and that just makes it bigger.
And my closest friends all know now what I've been struggling with, and that I'm in this group now, and they also come in with input to me and say, that makes sense. For 20 years ago or for 10 years ago, you did like that, and you know, so it's very good for me and for my friends and my boyfriend also. And my children,
Nice.
I also told my children, because I'm more aware of now what it was with me, what was wrong. It's not wrong, but
Right.
what I was in at that time.
Yeah. And you know, some people choose to tell others, and other people don't. There's no one perfect way. It just depends on the situation. Sometimes it's just strategically not great to tell a particular person, because they'll start abusing it. But when you can tell other people in that way, that's really great.
Yeah.
Then you get
I also said my closest friends and those who can manage to hear about it, or those who know how to react on it.
Yeah. Excellent.
Right.
Okay, so would you recommend the Social Confidence Club? If so, why?
Yeah, I would. I have done it. Yeah, because you know, it's just my story. They can all see how it helped me. So yes, of course I will, because it helps, because it's good tools, and it's taking, you know, the subconscious layer also, and you also have the tools. If you stand just right here and get triggered, you also have something you can do, you know, still. Then your consciousness will go in this direction and not follow the nervous system reaction.
Yeah, right. Getting stuck.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, well, that was easy, nice and efficient. We got it within the 25 minutes that we wanted to do it. Anything else to add?
No, I don't know, not right now.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for sharing, Tina. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
And cool. So I hope you enjoyed this little interview with Tina about our Social Confidence Club. And maybe it's open for registration, maybe it's not. But if it's open for registration, I'm sure you can find it on my website, socialanxietysolutions.com. Yeah, so thanks again, and I'll connect with you soon. Bye for now.